How you guys doing today? John Nance with Electronic. I've been asked a lot here lately about how to reset the hour meter on a DE4000. So what you can see on my screen right now is a running DE4000 here in my lab. And I'm going to shut it down and I'm going to show you guys how easy and quick it is to reset the hour meter. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click stop, because this episode, if we don't shut it down, when we do this procedure, generally we're going to have it shut down. So it's safer just to go and shut your unit down. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the global section, and we're going to go into scripts, and we're going to take a quick look at the master script. And there's a lot of script going on in this particular panel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cursor right up here to the top on line 1, and I'm just going to push enter twice. And that just gives me a little bit of a blank space, because what I want to do is I want to copy and paste an hour meter override script on line 1. So the next thing I'm going to do, in a Word document, I keep a little bit of a library. I'm going to copy this line that's highlighted in yellow from a Word document. And I'm going to return back to my web browser where I have my DE4000. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste it into there. So now what we can do is it says set global hour meter override, and it says 2500. And I'm going to click save. Now, if I look at my hour meter right now, it's currently set at, whoop, you just saw the change. So the system just read that script. So it was 1100 hours or so. It just changed it to that default number that was in that script. That's a perfect example. I'm glad we caught that at the time we did. So what I'm going to do back now is I'm going to go back into Global, Scripts, Master Script, and there's that top line that we just pasted in. And what we're going to do is I'm going to very carefully insert my cursor right where it says 25,000. And we're going to change it. We'll just go to a nice round number of 10 hours. I'm going to move my cursor out of that bracket, and I'm going to take one double check and make sure I didn't leave an extra space in or mess up a quotation mark or any type of symbol. So now I feel comfortable. So now that I feel comfortable, I'm going to save it. And we're going to return to this area here, and we're going to wait a few seconds and see if it should change. It should refresh once the system has an opportunity to save that scan, and it did. So now it says 10 hours. Now, if I leave that script in at this point, what's going to happen is it's never going to change, because that is an hour meter override script. So again, we're going to return into the script section, Global, Scripts, Master Script, and I have two choices. I could delete this whole line, and some companies may decide that that's the best thing that they want to do because they don't want people in the system to make mistakes. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the second method, which is what I like. I'm going to move my cursor to the beginning of the line, and I'm going to put 2 minus marks. And as soon as you do that, you see that whole line goes out gray. And that means there is a script there, but the script has now been told, the system has now been told by these 2 minus lines at the beginning of this one line to ignore this line. So anytime you see minus symbols in your script, you see a gray line, that means, hey, there's a script there, but for some reason somebody wanted the system to ignore it. And at this point I can say save. So I've returned back to my screen. Now we're at 10 hours, but we will move forth and continue to count up in hours. So we can reset our system and we can resume our running. So we can start it right back up. Of course, this one has a few permissives to go through and a few timers. I have not altered the time on this program. So we'll just let it time out, start it up, and I'll keep the video going long enough to let you see that the hour meter, once up and running, does change to 10.1. But if you are satisfied and happy with this, this concludes our video, and thank you for tuning in. Please feel free to contact myself or anybody at the Electronic Factory anytime you need some assistance. Thank you and have a good day.